Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to make a very beautiful mesh sweater. I actually got the inspo from Pinterest. The first time I saw this sweater, I fell in love completely. I think that was 2 days ago, and immediately I started making mine. I'd already made 2 of my panels before I remembered that we had a Pinterest series going on. Now, in today's tutorial, I'm going to teach you all how to make this crochet mesh sweater so we can both slay this together. And if you know the original creator, please leave their link in the comment section. I'd like to give them their credit. For my sweater, I created it in a size large because that is what I wear. And I made mine oversized. But I'll teach you how to customize this to fit whatever size you are making it for. So let's get right into it. For materials, I'm making use of the scrap yarn that I already winded into a ball, and this is a milk cotton yarn. This is also a milk cotton yarn. They are both 5-ply milk cotton yarn, and both are medium weight yarn. But you can make use of any yarn you have available, like I would always say. Just make sure you get your measurements right. And for hook, I'll be making use of a 4mm hook. And you're going to need a tape. Now, let's get into the tutorial. So before we begin, you would need to take a very quick measurement. And that is the measurement of the fullest part of your bust. Once you have that measurement, write it down. And now you have to determine if you want your top oversized, or if you want it snug on your body, or you just want it not oversized, not snug, just in between. If you want it exactly like mine, add 9 inches. If you want it bigger, you can add 12 inches. Then, once you get your results, you're going to divide it by 2. For me, my full bust measurement is 36. 36 plus 9 is 45. Correct me if I'm wrong. And 45 divided by 2 is 22.5. Now, that's going to be the measurements for the foundation chain of both my front and back panel. So, to begin, you're going to start by making a slip knot. And now, you're going to make as much chains that measures up to the amount you got when you did the calculation earlier. So, remember mine is 22.5, but since I have my panels made already and I want this tutorial to be fast, I would only be making 11 chains for mine. All you have to do is to follow the steps I use for this shorter panel and apply it to your main work. For my main panel, I started up with 81 chains. Another thing you need to note is the number of chains you make should be in the multiple of 2 plus 1. Very, very important. I'm done with my 11 chains. Now, chain up 1. This chain 1 doesn't count as a stitch. It is a turning chain. Then, turn your work. So, you're going to skip the last chain you made, go into the next and make a half double crochet. We'll be working into the back loop of each chain. So this is the back loop. Now yarn over, insert your hook into the back loop, yarn over and pull through. You should have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through the 3 loops you have on your hook. That's how to make a half double crochet. So you're going to make 1 half double crochet into the back loop of each chain till you get to the very last chain. So into the last chain, yarn over and you make a half double crochet. Please do not work into your slip knot. So in total, I have 11 half double crochet made. For my own panel, I had a total of 81 half double crochet made for row 1. For row 2, I'll be switching up my color. You can continue with the exact color you have on your hook already. it doesn't matter, but I'll be switching up to my white color. Attach your yarn. And you're going to chain up 4. This chain 4 counts as 1 double crochet and a chain 1 space. Turn your work. Skip the very first stitch here, skip the next stitch, go into the third with a double crochet. Chain up 1, skip 1 stitch, go into the next with a double crochet. Chain up 1, skip 1 stitch, go into the next with a double crochet. Chain up 1, skip 1 stitch, go into the next with a double crochet. So you repeat the pattern till you get to the end of the row. Now, into the very last stitch here, make a double crochet. And that's it for row 2. For row 3, chain up 3. This chain 3 you made counts as a double crochet. So you turn your work, yarn over, skip the very first stitch, go into the chain space and you make 1 double crochet. Skip the next stitch, go into the chain space, make 2 double crochet. Skip the next stitch, go into the chain space, make 2 double crochet. Skip the next stitch, go into the chain space and you make 2 double crochet. Now into the last chain space here, make 2 double crochet. And you're going to yarn over and make a double crochet into the third chain of your starting chain. So this is mine, 1, 2, 3. And that's it for row 3. For row 4, chain up 1 and turn your work. In the very first stitch, make a single crochet. Chain 1, skip 1 stitch, go into the next, make a single crochet. Chain 1, skip 1 stitch, go into the next, make a single crochet. Chain up 1, skip 1 stitch, into the next, make a single crochet. So you just repeat it till you get to the end of the row. And into the last stitch here, make a single crochet into the third chain of your starting chain. This is how your work should look like. And now I will switch up colors again for row 5. Now attach your yarn. And we're going to repeat row 3. Chain up 3 and turn your work. Skip the very first stitch here and in the chain space, you make 1 double crochet. Skip the next stitch in the chain space, make 2 double crochet. Skip the next stitch into the chain space, make 2 double crochet. Now, into the very last stitch, you make 1 double crochet. For row 6, chain up 6. This is going to count as 1 double treble crochet and a chain 1 space. Now, turn your work, yarn over, skip the very first stitch here, skip the second, and we're going to go into the third and make a double treble crochet. To make a double treble crochet, yarn over 3 times. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. You should have 5 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through the remaining 2 loops. This is how you make a double treble crochet. Chain up 1, skip 1 stitch into the next, make a double treble crochet. Chain up 1, skip 1 stitch, make a double treble crochet into the next. Chain up 1, skip 1 stitch, make a double treble crochet. Chain up 1, and into the last stitch, the third chain of your starting chain, you're going to make 1 double treble crochet. And that's it for row 6. Now for row 7, you're going to repeat row 3. To finish up, into the 5th chain of your starting chain, make 1 double crochet. For row 8, repeat row 4. For row 9, repeat row 3 again. For row 10, chain up 7 and turn your work. So you're going to skip the first stitch, then skip 2 stitches and go into the 4th with a double treble crochet. Chain up 2, skip 2 stitches, go into the 3rd with a double treble crochet. Chain up 2, skip 2 stitches, and into the very last stitch you make a double treble crochet. So for row 11, chain up 1, turn your work. Into the very first stitch here, you make a half double crochet. Then into the chain 2 space, make 2 half double crochet. Then into the next stitch, make a half double crochet. Into the chain space, you make 2 half double crochet. To the top of the next stitch, make a half double crochet. Into the chain space, you make 2 half double crochet. Into the 5th chain of your starting chain, once you get to the end of the row, make a half double crochet. For row 12, chain up 5. This chain 5 counts as 1 treble crochet and a chain 1 space. Skip the very first stitch here and go into the next with a treble crochet. And to make a treble crochet, yarn over 2 times, insert your hook into the stitch, yarn over, pull through. Now you're going to have 4 loops on your hook. So yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through the remaining 2 loops. Now chain up 1, skip 1 stitch, and you make a treble crochet into the next. Chain up 1, skip 1 stitch, make a treble crochet into the next. So repeat the pattern till you get to the end of the row like that. And into the very last stitch, you make a half double crochet. For row 13, you're going to repeat row 3, and I'll be changing up colors here. For row 14, repeat row 2. For row 15, repeat row 3, but I'll be changing up my color to the white. For row 16, repeat row 4 and I'll be changing my color again. Okay, for row 17, I'll switch up my color to the white. Now chain up 5. This chain 5 serves as 1 double treble crochet. Turn your work. Skip the very first stitch here and into the chain space make a double treble crochet. Chain up 1. Skip 1 stitch, go into the chain space and you make a double treble crochet. Chain up 1, skip 1 stitch, go into the next chain space, you make a double treble crochet. So repeat that till you get to the end of the row. In the last stitch, you make a double treble crochet. For row 18, repeat row 3. For row 19, repeat row 6. For row 20, chain up 2. This 2 counts as 1/2 double crochet. Turn your work into the next chain, make a half double crochet. Skip the next stitch, go into the next chain space and make 2 half double crochet. Skip the next stitch, go into the next chain space, make 2 half double crochet. So repeat that till you get to the end of the row. And when you get to the end of the row, place a half double crochet into the 5th chain of your starting chain. For row 21, repeat row 2. For row 21, repeat row 3. So we're going to actually stop at row 21, but you can just play around with the stitches if you want yours longer and make more rows. Now go ahead and make another panel exactly like the one you have, and we'll come back and attach them together. So guys, this is one of my panels. To finish up, I'm just going to insert my hook back and chain up 1, then cut. So now to attach, we'll start by attaching the neckline first. So I advise you to place this around your neck and determine how wide you want your neckline to be. Then place your stitch marker to mark it out. Make sure that the number of stitches you leave on this side is the same with the number of stitches you leave on this side as well. I've mapped out my neckline and it measures 12.5 inches, which is okay for me. You can make yours wider. You can even make this sweater an off-shoulder sweater. You can make your neckline smaller even. So this actually depends on your preference. Do the same for your second panel as well. And we're going to attach the neckline. So we're going to start attaching from one side of the neckline. Attach your yarn to the very last stitch here and to the last stitch on this side as well. Yarn over and pull through. Then you're going to tie this up to secure. Then insert your hook back into the stitches. Then yarn over and pull through, chain up 1. Now insert your hook into the next stitch on this side and into the next stitch on the other side. Yarn over and pull through, make a slip stitch. Insert your hook into the next stitch on this side and the next stitch on the other side. Yarn over and pull through, then make a slip stitch. So you're going to do this till you get to where you place your stitch marker. So to finish up, you're going to take out your stitch markers. Then insert your hook into both sides. Yarn over and pull through, chain up 1 and cut. So do the same for the other side as well. I've done mine, and we'll make the armhole. So now your armhole depends on how wide you want your sleeve to be. For me, I'll be leaving out 7 inches for my armhole. So these 7 inches can work for a large and an extra large, and also for a medium if you want your sleeve wide. But if you don't want your sleeve wide and you wear a medium, I advise you to make yours 6.5, and if you wear a small to extra small, you can make yours from 5.5 inches to 6 inches. So let's measure out the armhole. Like I informed you guys earlier, I want my armhole to measure 7 inches, and I'll place a stitch marker on this row. So count how many stitches you skipped here, and do the same for this panel here, and for the other side, count and place your stitch marker as well. So I'm going to start attaching from this side. Insert your hook into the bottom, and on the other panel do the same. Then attach your yarn, tie to secure, go back with your hook again and chain up one. So you're going to slip stitch randomly into the sides of both panels. Just make sure that you're attaching each row to the corresponding row on the other panel. Don't attach row 2 to row 3. Attach row 2 on this panel to row 2 on this panel. Better still, if you prefer to sew, you can attach with your darning needle. So now to finish up, chain up one and cut. So you're going to do the same thing on the other side as well, and flip your work to the front. We'll start making the sleeves. So the front is the side without the slip stitches showing. So I'll start from one side of my sleeve and teach you guys how to make the sleeve. So the sleeve is easy, it's just about going to be working in the round. Feel free to play with your sleeve in whatever way you want. I already taught you guys all the stitches for this top. All you have to do is to just switch up the row repeats as you go, just like we did for the top. Okay? And I'll teach you guys how to work in the round and turn, but I won't teach you guys how to make the entire sleeve because that's going to make this video very lengthy, and I noticed you all don't really like watching long videos, so I will just teach you how to work in the round, and you would create your sleeves yourself by combining these stitches. Another easy way to go about this, if you're an absolute beginner, is to create the panel separately, just like we made for the front and back panels. Then you attach everything together. I'll leave a video link on a top that I created in a similar fashion. I think that will help you if you're a beginner and you find the sleeve parts confusing, but trust me, it's really easy. So remove your stitch markers, and what I like to do is I would insert my hook, let me zoom in, into this small bump here. That's the last slip stitch we did when we were attaching the sides, together. So just insert your hook into it like so, attach your yarn and tie to secure. Insert your hook back in again, yarn over and pull through. So this is how your work should look like. Chain up one, and now our first row is going to be the half double crochet rows here. You can play around with the row repeats, you don't need to do the exact same thing, but for me I'll start with the half double crochet row. So Into the very first row here, I'm going to make a half double crochet. Then I'll place another half double crochet. So what I do is, on rows with a double crochet stitch, I place 2 half double crochet in that. On rows with a double treble crochet stitch, I place 4 half double crochet in it as well. And on rows with a single crochet and half double crochet stitches, I place 1 half double crochet in both of them. So you don't need to do what I did. The goal at the end of the day is to make enough half double crochet stitches into the side, and they should be in the multiple of 2. Okay. So guys, I've placed half double crochet into the side of each row till I got to where I attached the other panel, and I counted my half double crochet and ensured that it's in the multiple of 2. I have a total of 22 half double crochet stitches made, so I'm going to do the same on this other side. I will make a total of 22 half double crochet stitches on this side as well. I've gone round. I have a total of 44 half double crochet stitches made, and I have walked into the last row here. So I will slip stitch into the very first half double crochet stitch that we made. So now you're going to chain up 4, and I'll be repeating row 2 for the row 2 of my sleeve. Turn your work, and you're going to skip the very first stitch. Ignore the slip stitch that you did here. This is the first stitch. This is the slip stitch. So skip the first stitch and go into the next and make a double crochet. Chain up 1, skip 1 stitch, go into the next, make a double crochet. So we're just repeating what we did in row 2 but in the round. So do that and come back, and I'll teach you how to join and start up row 3. So guys, I've walked round till I have 1 stitch remaining. So I'm going to chain up 1 and skip the stitch, slip stitch into the 3rd chain of our starting chain. So we are basically repeating what we did for the body of the panel. The only thing now is you slip stitch to join. For row 3, attach your yarn, and for row 3 of the sleeve, I'll do the same thing I did for row 3 of our body panel. So chain up 3 and you turn your work. So you're going to skip the first stitch here and go into the chain space and make a double crochet. So into the next chain space, you make 2 double crochet. So you repeat the pattern for row 3, and I'll meet you guys at the end of the row. So to attach, you slip stitch into the 3rd chain of your starting chain. So I'll leave you guys for now and do mine off camera. So go ahead and play around with the different stitches that I taught you. It's the same. All you just have to do at the end of the day is to slip stitch at the starting chain to join. I'm done with my sleeve. I did a total of 23 rows. Just played around with the stitches, and I also changed up my colors as I worked. You don't have to do the exact same thing that I did, but if you want to recreate yours exactly like I did mine, you can just screenshot my sleeve and recreate yours. To finish up, you're going to chain up 1 and cut like normal. Now do the same thing for the other sleeve as well. I have already done mine. Okay, and this is where we're going to end today's tutorial. Go ahead, hide your loose ends. I might not release this video immediately because I have one already that I'll be putting out, but you'll get to see this video soon. Your girl has not been feeling too good, so it's one thing to make the outfit, another thing to film, another thing to edit, another thing to upload. It's crazy, honestly, but it was nice making this for you all. I would really love to see pictures of your work if you ever get to make this. And if you enjoy this video, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed already. For now, bye, and see you guys in another video.